Hi and welcome to 5-star tutorials. In this tutorial we are going to create this hamburger button. As you can see, when I click on the button it toggles and changes to the cancel button, and when I click it again it toggles back and changes to the hamburger button. For creating this button we will use HTML and CSS and a single line of JavaScript code for toggling the button. Creating this button is very simple and easy, so let's start it. Okay, let's define the basic structure of the page. Title will be Hamburger Button. Inside the body, we will define a div with class equal to container. Inside the container class, we will define 3 divs. Each div will have 2 classes, one common class bar and one distinct class, so that each div can be selected separately. Now let's save it and open the browser, and of course nothing to display. Now let's write the CSS code for the page. I will use inline CSS. Select the body element, margin 0, padding 0, background color, min height 100 view per height, display flex, justify content center, align items center. Now you can see the background color has been changed and the contents inside the body will be centered horizontally and vertically. Now let's write the code for the container. Select the container class. Position will be relative. Width 60 pixels, height 60 pixels, border 1 pixel solid white, display flex, justify content center, align items center, and cursor pointer. And you can see the container with white borders. Now let's create the hamburger button with 3 lines. Select the bar class. Width will be 50 pixels, height 3 pixels, background will be white. Now you can see the lines stretch it to either sides. Position it absolute. Now the 3 lines overlaps each other and exists on the top of each other. So we need to push up the first div and push down the third div. Select the div element with class bar1, transform translate y minus 15 pixels, and you can see the first div element has been pushed up by 15 pixels. Now let's push down the third div element. Select the third div with class bar3, transform translate y 15 pixels, and there is our hamburger button. So now we need to toggle this hamburger button. When we click on this button, it should change from hamburger to times or cancel button. So to do that, let's rotate the lines. If we have an open class, we are going to target the div with class equal to bar1 and rotate it by 45 degree and translate y 0. And of course nothing to rotate since we add open class to the container. And now you can see the first div has been rotated. Now let's rotate the third div. Target the div with class equal to bar3, transform rotate minus 45 degree, translate y 0. Save this and you can see the third div has been rotated. Now let's set the display property of the second div to none. Target the div with class equal to bar2, display none. And you can see the second div has been disappeared and there is our cancel button. So we need to do this using JavaScript, and when we click on the hamburger button it should toggle and change to the cancel button. Let's remove the open class from there. Refresh the browser and you can see the cancel button has been disappeared. Okay, now we need to write the JavaScript code to toggle the open class. Now we need to add a click event to the container class, which will call a function called call function, and we pass an argument this, which represents the same element. Let's define the scripts tag and let's provide the definition for the call function. Now this container parameter will hold the value passed in the call function. Container.classlist.toggle open. Now this line will toggle the open class. Refresh the browser page and you can see when you click on the button it changes from hamburger to cancel. Now let's add a smooth transition to the button. Inside the bar class type transition all 0.3 seconds linear. And now you can see the buttons toggles smoothly. Okay, now let me show you how the open class toggles when we click on the button. Inspect it, expand the body, and you can see the div with class equal to container has only the container class. Now when we click on the button, you can see the div with class equal to container has another class called open. And we click back on the button and you can see the open class has been removed. So this is how it works. Okay, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you will like this class and learned something from it.